Hello everyone, this is JQ in the Face Productions, back to do the finale of My DCEU. But before we get this video started, I would like to give a moment of silence for the passing of Adam West. Alright, this is My DCEU, Chapter 3, Infinite Earths. In the year 2026, movie number 1 would be Earth 2. The story. The heroes you know are brutally killed by Darkseid. It's up to these new heroes to stop. Basically, this is our Earth 2 story setting up the multiverse, as it is. The new heroes will be Red Arrow, Connor Hawke, Flash J. Garrick, Superman Val Zod, Green Lantern Alan Scott, Hawk Girl, Huntress Helena Wayne, and Power Girl. Villain. Darkseid is the main villain, but will not fight the new Wonders of the World, which is the team name. Of course, this movie will set up the multiverse. It will be directed by Matthew Vaughn. Now, let's move on to movie number 2. Movie number 2 of 2026, Superman 3. After being resurrected, a younger clone of Superman shows up. Superman, he initially goes to Lex, thinking he did it, because back in Chapter 1, Lex made Bizarro. Later finding out it was a Cadmus clone, which Cadmus also made the failed Flash clone that showed up in Teen Titans 1, Inertia. Superman, thinking his clone might turn evil, takes him under his wing to discover he doesn't even have all of Superman's powers. So he takes him to Smallville. Superman at first, he didn't like him, but he grows to love him as a son. They will then discover a successful cloning of Superman that has broken out and is terrorizing Metropolis. Before they take off to Metropolis, Superman will give him the name Kal-El in a black and red outfit with the iconic symbol of hope. They will go and fight the clone. By the way, this clone's Superboy Prime. Superman being pinned multiple times and Superboy saving him, while at the same time more of Superboy's powers are coming in and keeping him out of the battle. Lex Luthor will help defeat the clone with his power armor. The clone will be defeated by the combined effort of Superman, Superboy, and Lex Luthor. Superman leaves with Lois to go start a family in Smallville. Metropolis is left in the protection of Superboy. Lex will create a lab for Superboy. It would be left as an open end for a possible 4th movie. Kal-El will choose the name Connor Kent and the hero name Superman will have changed into the classic Superman outfit. Choice director would be Brad Bird. So that was Superman 3. So kind of like a clone saga for Superman, just probably written better. And the introduction of Superboy Prime for a possible future film, because he wouldn't die, he'd just get, beat up and then taken back to Cadmus. Cadmus has got some stuff up their sleeves, and that would be Superman 3. Movie number 1 of 2027, Batman Under the Red Hood. After multiple villains have been murdered, Batman meets the murderer, Jason Todd, the second Robin, who was thought to be deceased. This is basically going to play out a lot like the animated film, but with a couple different twists and turns. Tim Drake will be more involved. Nightwing and Batgirl, instead of being a part of it like the second movie, they're just going to make little cameos, whether it be over the phone or in appearance. My fan cast for Red Hood would be Jensen Ackles and choice director Matt Reeves. Movie number 2 of 2027, Wonder Woman, Wrath of Gods. Wonder Woman has restored Themyscira to a new glory where man and woman can live in peace and harmony and train to be the new Amazon. But the gods have other plans. Zeus arrives and demolishes the new army and Diana. She questions her father, why is he doing this? Zeus reveals that she should have left Themyscira destroyed, for it was in their plans. Diana is cast off to the island's prison, where an oracle reveals that Zeus destroyed the other gods after Ares attacked Themyscira back in Wonder Woman 2. And now he has plans to destroy all of the ancient Greek myths, ending with him. Diana breaks out and confronts Zeus, for he only responds, all myths must die, starting with us. The showdown begins with Diana getting beat down by her father, and the tables turn when the remaining warriors attack, and then Diana strikes back, demolishing Zeus and then destroying him. Themyscira is destroyed, and in the end Bruce Wayne buys the abandoned Stryker's Island for Diana, and it will become New Themyscira, directed by Patty Jenkins. And basically Zeus's plan is he's basically kind of been going around destroying remaining myths of ancient Greek knowledge, and that's just the beginning of his plan. See, all these like, I guess, upper beings, you would say, are knowing that, like, something bad is coming, so they're just starting to destroy themselves, kinda, and everything that they're connected to. So, yeah, that's kind of Zeus's plan, to destroy everything that him and the gods of ancient Greek mythology are attached to, because something big is coming that they can't stop. Movie number 3 of 2027, Teen Titans Judas Contract. A contract goes out on the Titans, which Deathstroke picks up. Deathstroke, he attempts to kill the Titans. They evade, then they're tracked down, and in a final confrontation, they beat Deathstroke. Typical Judas Contract stuff. The usual. But the team in this one, Nightwing, Cyborg, Kid Flash, Blue Beetle, Donna Troy, and Starfire. Blue Beetle I think he's the new addition, maybe Cyborg is too. I know Blue Beetle, I just added him to the team, like, right before I recorded this. Cyborg, maybe he was in the first one, I can't remember. But choice director, J.J. Abrams. Moving on to 2028. Movie number 1, Justice League Dark. After multiple mystical attacks, Batman goes to John Constantine to assemble a mystical justice. The villain will be Nick Necro, who is attacking locations to gain the Books of Magic. The full team will be Constantine, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, and Deadman. This will be a very dark movie and will be rated R, and will also introduce, like, the mystical magic stuff of, the DCEU. Alright. Oh, and choice director would be Guillermo del Toro. Movie number 2 of 2028, Shazam! Young Billy Batson, he loves his heroes, right? And one day he finds the Rock of Eternity and gains the knowledge of Solomon and stuff, and is granted superpowers. He knows what to do because he loves his heroes. This is the origin story of Shazam. Villain is Black Adam, played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I would pick Alan Ritchson as Shazam and Finn Wolfhard as Billy Batson. Choice directors would be Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Movie number 3 of 2028, The Flash, Speed Force. The media labels The Flash the fastest man alive, but Barry Allen can't seem to go fast enough sometimes, with Wally overtaking Barry multiple times. But now Barry is going to need to run as fast as he can when his own enemy is himself. So the villain is Barry Allen from the future, who has come to kill his younger self before he can destroy time itself. So basically, Barry does something in the future that destroys time itself. And this is the kind of like the Blue Flash storyline from New 52. So he comes back in time, he's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you because I don't want to destroy time itself. So, yeah, that's The Flash Speed Force, directed by Kevin Smith. Moving on to 2029. Movie number 1, Green Lantern, Sinestro War. After not appearing in Justice League Darkseid War, we go back to find a war waged through space and headed to Earth. The crew from the original, plus some new additions, are here as the Green Lantern. Sinestro's crusade has destroyed Oa and a couple of other worlds. Sinestro then aims his path of destruction at Earth. Hal Jordan rallies the remaining lanterns, and they will stop Sinestro. The new Lantern crew will be composed of Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Kilowog, with the new additions being Jessica Cruz and Simon Bass, directed by Gareth Edwards. Movie number 2 of 2029, Justice League Syndicate. A rift opens in Washington, D.C., releasing the Crime Syndicate, the total opposite of the Justice. But how different they are, as this all unravels with a reveal of them being from a totally different Earth. But as this evil is defeated, something worse is revealed. In Metropolis, a giant rift opens up, releasing the heroes and villains of Infinite Earth. This will set up the movie to end this DCEU. And the next movie for 2030. Crime Syndicate, Crime Syndicate. They're the exact opposite of the Justice League. Ultraman, Superwoman, Owlman. And, this is the classic Justice League 1 lineup that will be fighting their polar opposites in this. So, yeah. And choice director, Brad Bird. 2030. DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths. The rift is open, and worlds are colliding. Heroes and villains fighting. Heroes and heroes fighting. Villains and villains fighting. Everything's in chaos. Everyone must come together and stop this multiversal destruction. The classic DC story comes to the big screen. Everyone from the past movies are going to be in this movie. The movie will end just like the classic story, with Barry Allen running until he gives his life and restores the multiverse. Wally West will become the new Flash, and the Justice League will be a new team. The new team will consist of Flash, Aquaman, Green Arrow, Shazam, Green Lantern, and Batman. The Flash being Wally West and Green Lantern being John Stewart. This marks the end of an era and will change things forever. Possible sequels, but not unless there is a real demand for it. This has been My DCEU. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.